Moving on to kind of the final topic, and this is something we haven't really talked about recently, but it's the Ravens and their expectations. Because I was watching First Take, or not necessarily watching. I don't choose to watch First Take. It was on at work,
Yeah.
and I look up. Man, they're talking about the Ravens 24/7. I don't even know how, but they brought up and they said the Ravens sneaky playoff contenders or Super Bowl contenders, and I was like, what do you mean sneaky? Like, are the Ravens all of a sudden now just not seen as a contender because Lamar's been hurt the last 2 years? And I thought about it and I was like, honestly, I don't see anybody talk about him. And that's because, again, they haven't really done much in the playoffs.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the whole problem with that from Ravens fans' perspective is Greg Roman sucks. Greg Roman is now gone.
Yeah.
They extended Lamar. Is this the year where the Ravens kind of show the league that, hey, we're legit? Or, hey, we're the new Dallas Cowboys, and you don't want to be the new Dallas Cowboys. We're a team where everyone talks about them as the second tier. They're not really contenders, but they'll make the playoffs. You don't want to be that team. You don't want to be the team that's stuck. I think the Tennessee Titans were in that for a long time. Excuse me. They were stuck making the playoffs and losing. And the Ravens now have their quarterback for the next 5 years, just like the Cowboys. They extended Dak.
Hmm. Hmm.
Are they going to show that, hey, we are in the Eagles, 49ers, Chiefs territory of every year they're going to be contending? Or are they going to be in the territory of, hey, every year we're almost going to make it?
Oh man. Well, at one point and during this off season, it was said that we wouldn't even make the playoffs if we didn't have Lamar Jackson. So now that we got him for another 5 years, it's always something, it's always a mishap. It's always some issue. I mean, honestly, but you can't continuously blame each playoff experience due to Lamar Jackson. I mean, if we want to go down a list of how things played out, we can go down the list. Um, when we took the league by storm and we secured the bye and we was on top of the hilltop. Um, that was a team that needed to. That was a team that didn't need no rest. Let's be completely honest. That Ravens team was built on momentum. When you have a locomotive moving type of engine, you can't just start it up, have it run for a while, stop it, and think it's going to run on the same type of time. No, it has to continuously run. So that time off the field, that break, it hurt us more than helped us. Then we then what and then Derrick Henry was a man on the mission as well. Couldn't stop him. Didn't have no answer from on defense. We had 7 drop passes, one playoff game. Um, another playoff. I don't know if I'm mixing them up. Ravens fans help me out. McConnell help me out. Mark Ingram got hurt one playoff game, and we went away from the run game totally,
Yep.
completely, and just started passing the ball. Um, Lamar Jackson, yes, he was hurt. But Snoop did help us and company get into the playoffs, and he tried to make a miraculous play. Um, but he
Some would call it miraculous.
but he found out he was not him. He found out he was not him. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of factors that's played in for us not making it as far as we could. But we clearly see that the Ravens um, has built a roster that can get us into the playoffs. So yes, we are a contender. Do I expect this team to go to the Super Bowl this year? Hell no, hell no, I do not. I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens, but I love football. I'm a realistic fan. In the next 5 years of Lamar Jackson being here, I do expect um, at least 2 Super Bowl appearances, one win, maybe possibly. I would love 2 wins out of it, but if we go 1-1, I'm cool with that. But I do expect us, to now have a more fighting chance against the Arrowhead Invitational. I
Some
do
call it Burrowhead.
nah. they had a good run. But you know what? I'm gonna say this about Cincinnati. Um, and if we do have some Cincinnati fans, jump in the comments by all means. We love all the banter. It's what we do. If y'all don't, I know all them guys are talking about, oh, they want to play with each other and stuff like that. Money talks, bullshit walks. I respect those guys for talking about how they don't want the money and stuff like that. But hey, when it comes down to securing your finances and taking care of your family and stuff like that, money talks. So we'll see how things play out. Um, and uh, and when they paid Joe Barrow, because Joe Barrow, I don't see him taking no Tom Brady. I don't see him. Excuse me. I don't see him taking no Tom Brady Patriots friendly type of contract neither.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a young man that wants to be taken care of and take care of his family, especially how much excitement he has brought into the city of Cincinnati. Since Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco and company. Let's be completely honest. I don't feel like this is a make or break a year for the Baltimore Ravens. For the simple fact you have Todd Monken making this jump back into the NFL ranks. Um, the crazy thing about this is Todd Monken is having every high school coach, college coach a dream of having that X factor guy, on the offensive side of the ball. Like, hey, damn man, I got me a QB. We could do every damn thing. He's about to have that Andy Reid effect of when he had Michael Vick or Donovan McNabb, and now Patrick Mahomes. I got me a guy where I can put some talent around, and we can make some things work. I'm gonna spread this ball around. I'm gonna utilize all the field, and not only do I got some wide receivers that could possibly help him out, but I got some tight ends too. So I can make things work. You got a young defensive coordinator that's on the same type of energy that's going to take his it's going to take a star-studded linebacker duo and they're going to go crazy. And this is about you know I heard the interview with Patrick Queen. They're not talking about Super Bowl or bust. I respect that. They're talking about Super Bowl. I respect that and I hear that because they only got one mission on their mind, which is the Super Bowl. So when you hear the mindset of the locker room, of the facility, of the organization. When you got a when you got a team or a band beating on one sound, man, it's crazy. So hopefully them guys can stay on the same page through the whole year. If we do make it to the Super Bowl this year, by all means, I'm for it. Hell, I might find me a way to get to Vegas, McConnell. I don't know about you. But I don't think this is a make or break a year. I definitely feel like this is a year for us to show that hey, we're more than just contenders. I feel like we could possibly get into the Arrowhead Invitational, but this is going to be a year where we make our stamp. Like, hey, we can make the playoffs, we can make a deep run, and we're here to stay. I don't care how stacked the AFC is. This is Baltimore Ravens, like making it known that we're not just um, here to make the dance. We're here to be here and stay here for a while. And we're here to challenge anybody that comes in front of our goal or our vision.
Yeah, I think in my personal opinion, I think this is a make or break year for the Ravens in the sense that it's not Super Bowl or bust. It's win a playoff game. I think they need to do that. Obviously, barring any injuries. If Lamar gets hurt, the season's a wash. Like, I'm not going to say, oh man, the Ravens are no longer contenders because Lamar. No. If Lamar plays the full season, the Ravens are healthy all season, and they don't win a playoff game, I think they are going to be seen as one of those teams that's just, yeah, they're good in the regular season. They get to the playoffs and they're an easy out because teams like that exist. The Seattle Seahawks were that team for 6 years. Like, they lost Richard Sherman, they lost Cam Chancellor, they lost Earl Thomas, and it was literally just Russell Wilson wills his team to 9, maybe 10 wins. They get to the wild card round, and they lose. And they did that, and they did that, and they did that. And I'm picking up the mic for this. And you know what they did last year? They got right to the playoffs, and they lost. And that is what that team has done. And you don't want to be that team. Obviously, those types of teams, they give you excitement. You have hope. And I'm not trying to say that that's a worse situation or a better situation than, being a really bad team like the Cleveland Browns. Probably better than that. But for the Ravens, they need to establish themselves as a contender consistently, because I think right now they are falling out of the light because of the recent success of the Bills, the recent success. And I know the Bills are falling out of the light as well. But really, it's like the Chiefs and the Bengals in the AFC are the only team that are getting talked about as consistent contenders. Other than that, it's like, are the Jaguars consistent contenders? Are the Chargers going to be consistent contenders? And I don't think people are looking at the Ravens like that. But that's just my opinion on it. Obviously, I think there's potential that other things happen, but I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Like, I think they do need to win to show everybody, hey, we're gonna be here for the next 5 years, because this is
Yeah.
the first year of Lamar's new contract, and they need to show, hey, we got 5 years of this. Be ready. And the hope is they win the Super Bowl and everybody gets really scared.
Yeah.
Not saying that's needed, but that would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, man. Like I said, the Arrowhead Invitational, I'm all for it. It's more than just getting there. Like, getting to the playoffs, like, yo, we've been here before. Like you said, man, we need to win some games. And you feel me? Not only for the Ravens' sake, but this also goes towards Lamar Jackson's legacy as well. He does have that LeBron James effect right now. I know people are saying, oh, LeBron's 38 and he got beat by the Nuggets. Hey, man, things happen. He's 38. This young man right here, I think it's a 10-year age difference. Lamar's 25, 26, something around that age, around that range. So I mean, for sure, man. We've seen the potential of what this team could do on both sides of the ball. I feel like I said, like you said, man, if we have a healthy team, I know people are going to be nicked and bruised up, but if we're 85, 90% healthy throughout the season and we're playing all 4 quarters of every game that we play and giving it our best, let's shock the world. Anything's possible in the world. In the words of KG, and let's go out there and win. Let's go out there and win and put our stamp and make our mark. Because right now, the little cousin Cincinnati Bengals, and like you said, Kansas City. I'm pretty sure that's the prediction of the AFC Championship coming for this upcoming year.
Yeah, I think that's what most people are thinking. I think that's what even maybe a lot of Ravens fans are thinking. But overall, I think that's probably going to wrap up this episode. Joshua, do you have anything final to add on?
I mean, we'll the first episode on YouTube probably be dropped tomorrow or maybe later tonight.
Yeah, it'll probably be up in like 45 minutes. 45 minutes from now, probably around 6 o'clock.
All right, y'all. Well, this is the new week, of the summer. Make sure, y'all get your suntan, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your families. If y'all ever need anything to talk about outside of football, reach out to me on the DMs. And, just make sure, y'all staying positive and stay healthy, stay strong. And let's get ready for this Raven season, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Absolutely. And, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm probably going to put out a video tonight being Sunday night on it. But we are going to try and start adding some more overall NFL, overall sports content to the page. I'm not going to take away any Ravens content. It's going to be basically daily Ravens content and then some more, just NFL videos, maybe 1 or 2 a week. I'm talking maybe NFL or NBA or maybe some MLB or college sports and whatnot. So if you guys ever have anything you want us to talk about or me to talk about on any of those sports, let me know. But should be a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe for daily content. We'll see all of you again next time.